Hi everyone, this is Muhammad Uzair and you are watching Learn with Uzair. So in this video we are going to talk about agents within Copilot Studio. So how the interface looks like within the Copilot Studio and how we are going to create the agent with the Copilot Studio. So basically, to simply put, we are going to create a simple agent that will answer employee questions regarding some expense policies. So let's jump into the site, which is Copilot Studio Microsoft.com. So as you can see, so all right, so it just get refreshed. All right, so by default it is using our default environment, and all right, so it is not showing the environments which it should be. So let's jump into make.power apps. Alright, so as you can see right now I am in my development environment. So I'll just copy the environment ID from the link. It's basically the environment ID, environments, and then the environment ID for the respective environment, development environment. So I'll just copy that ID and paste it over and replace this one with the development ID, environment ID. So just press enter. So as you can see, it has now opened the Copilot Studio within development environment, and it is now saying welcome to Copilot Studio. So why we are using the Copilot Studio? It's just simply put, save time, cost on your save time and cost on your routine and repetitive tasks, customize and deploy agent and agent flow in just a few clicks, and build your own with a natural language or graphical interface or code view. So that's a proper intro why we are going to create Copilot Studio agent within Copilot Studio. I'll just click on next. There's some other features are mentioned within here. Agents are new apps for today AI powered world, and for the relevant information, completing tasks, run business process in the background, so you can meet the employee and customer needs sooner. And then there are also the prediction automation with the agent flows. So there will be the trigger point for this agent flows and the couple of nodes which is known as action nodes, which are going to perform the task within the agent flow. So there would be a trigger point and couple of action points which get performed within the agent flow. So that's agent flow for you. And then we do have agent tools in one place. We are going to see that as well. These are the workflow with a new centralized tool page, which we are going to see. Tools like action prompts, agent flows can be managed and assigned to the agents here as well as shared with other makers in your environment. So as you can see, these tools can also be shared with other users as well. So I'm creating some tools. If I create a agent flow, so I can share with some other user as well. So I'll just click on done from here. As you can see, we have landed on the interface of Copilot Studio. Here we can describe about the creation of agent and what my agent will do. In simply put, I'm going to describe what my agent should do. So that's pretty much it. And in the below section you can see the explore agents. So we do have multiple available agent templates within our Copilot Studio. this agent templates are just an out of the box built-in agents provided by Microsoft itself. It has some out of the box features. It do have all the business needs. Like if we just talk about safe travels, it will this agent will provide answer to common queries regarding my travel questions and related health and safety guidelines. So it has also mentioned in the description as well, so you can read the description. If that matches your business need, you can use a template as well, and you can customize this template according to your own needs. So let's jump into this create option. So from this create, you can see we do have some templates, and over here we do have a button new agent. So if I click on that, it has provided me interface that I can create my agent, start building your agent. We do have two tabs. One is describe and another is configure. In configure, I can see my agent name, description, instructions, and some of the feature which we are going to discuss some later on. And in the describe section, I do have uh, input uh, input text over here, so I can like write my instruction over here and just give it enter. So it will just create my agent according to my instruction as well. So that's creation of the agent, but we will create an agent later on. Let's cancel agent creation. So yes, I yes, continue. So in agents, so in agents tab, you can see I do have new agents, and there will be the name of agents which is available within my this environment. And I can also import an agent. So if I have created an agent like in the host environment, so I can like take an export of that agent and then import that agent over here, so that will be imported here in my this list, will be shown in my list as well. And over here we do have agent flows, and we have already discussed the agent flows are the automation which follows some instruction which runs once it get triggers. Then we do have tools, and we can create our tools. If I just press on new tool, we do have a custom prompts, we do have agent flows, we do have custom connectors, REST API, and MCP, which is Model Context Protocol. So that's are the tool available. We can create these tool and we can use these tool within our agent as well. So I'll just click on cancel. We have explored all the available option within our Copilot Studio. Let's go to home. Now we are going to create our agent. So in order to create our agent, I will go to create. I will click on add an agent, and over here I will describe what I need from my agent, which is uh, let's do that. Create an agent to help employees with the expense claims. All right, so it has created our agent. All right, so it is asking me to choose a name for my agent, and it has also just suggested me a good name, expense claim assistant, which is a really nice name. Would you like me to use this name, or is there any other name you want to use? For now, I'll just say expense expense helper. All right, so the name is expense helper. And could you describe a specific task and guidance you want this agent to provide? Expense claim, for example, should it answer policy questions, help with the form submission, provide status updates on claims? Yeah, all right, I'm happy to do that. Yes, please. All right. So now it is asking me to if you have an option to add a knowledge source. Uh, if you want to this expense helper to reference a specific company policy or document, you can provide the URL. That's an optional. Would you like to add a knowledge? So share a URL. So I'll just keep it simple and no thanks. I don't have any URL with me. All right, so now if you need to adjust its tasks, new features, change things, let me know. And if everything looks good, you can proceed to create an agent and start using it. I'm here if you need to make further refinement. Uh, let's do one instruction as well. I want my agent uh, to use a friendly, comma professional tone. So it will set my agent to use this specific tone. So that would be a plus point. All right, now it will be using a friendly professional tone. And would you like to make any more modification? If not, then proceed create an agent using flow. Uh, uh, I will do one more instruction here. Don't answer. Uh, I don't uh, want my agent to answer generic questions other than expense related. So that would be like if you're creating an agent for just for expense related purpose. So this instruction is very needed when if user is trying to ask something other than expense. So that will help this instruction will help the agent to not only answer in generic to the generic questions, but also restrict them using any trying to access any generic responses, or trying to get any response from the public sites. So that is fine. It's not going to respond to generic or unrelated queries, so that's perfectly fine. uh, Thanks. And now, so we are ready to go. I will just click on create, and now it is getting things ready for my agent. All right. All right, so as you can see, our agent is provisioned, and you can see there are uh, a lot of instruction which is written in the instruction section, and these are the instructions which it has meant it just like AI generated instruction, but based on what I have described while creation of this agent. So it has written all my instruction which I have specified during the creation of the agent, and based on those instruction it has just written all those as AI generated instruction passed into this instruction to follows these points, and based on these points the agent will be answering uh, our query. So that's a point there. That's the interface which I set on the earlier, which we are going to discuss about. So we do have multiple tabs available within our agent. In the overview we do have details. Details consist of our copilot name. We can edit our copilot name, and we can describe what our agent is doing. I'll just cancel it out for now. And as you can see, it do have some description as well, so it is this helps uh, employees with the expense claim by answering policy question, assisting with the form submission, provide status updates. So as you can see in the orchestration, it is using the generative AI. So as it is using the generative AI, it is like try to answer the best way possible to the user query. And the model which it is using, our bot is using, is the GPT-4o by default. And if I click on edit, I can see it has redirected me to the generative AI section in the setting. So this setting you can also you can go to settings by clicking over here as well. So we will discuss the settings in detail later on. But for now, just scroll it down. We have discussed the instructions. Within knowledge, we can provide our knowledge, which can be public available sites. And the public available sites, it can be like the like if we do have any site, you can say for suppose Microsoft HR. So that's an site for HR, human resources. So we can use this site as an our knowledge. So this the information available within here will be used as our knowledge, and using this knowledge our agent will be providing its answers. And as you can see, it has enabled your agent to search all public sites. So it is using all the available public sites right now. But if we turn it off and just provide our own site, then it will be just specific to our own uh, provided site. So that's it, and we do have tools which we have already discussed before, and we do have triggers over here as well. So we can like set up our agent, which is agent flow, to uh, get trigger and to perform certain actions. So we can like provide our agent flows here, and based on that triggers it will perform some action as well. We can do like by adding the trigger manually over here as well. And we can also include other agents within our agent as well, so it can connect agent with another agent as well. So like we do have a one agent which is Microsoft 365 Copilot, so we can add this agent within here as well. So or we can create our own agent, like we can use this agent into our another agent, so agent within agent, that can be done as well. So we do have topics which we are going to discuss a, a little a bit. And we do have a suggested prompts which is uh, automatically available when we publish this bot into our Microsoft 365 or within our teams. So this will be displayed to user if they are going to use our agent within Microsoft 365 or Teams as in suggested prompts. So that's pretty much it about overview. Let's talk about knowledge. We have already discussed about knowledge, but let's jump into we do have discussed about tools as well. We do have discussed about other agents with we can add the agents within the agent. So these topics are already discussed. We do have topics. So within these topics there are some out of the box topics available within the customs and the system. So system topics are basically which are suggested that it does not it won't be like added, because these are the system topics. And second of all, these topics cannot be deleted. The mo But it can be turned off as well if you do not want to use this topic. For suppose I don't want to use the conversational boosting topic, I'll just turn it off. Or and it just turn it off. So I'll just turn it on again. So these system generated topics are are commonly used within our conversation when we are doing with the bot. So these are the commonly triggered actions. And it is suggested, as I mentioned, it is suggested we don't make any changes within these system topics. And As you can see, it has also mentioned that the system topic are necessarily to help your agent run effectively. Without them, your agent might not work as intended, and you cannot delete the system topics. Yeah, so that's the main uh, reasoning of the system topics. And then we do have a custom topic as well. So we do have a greeting one. So to just trigger this one, I'll just write hi. All right. So as you can see, it has shown us that it has triggered the greeting topic, and we do have the phrases based on which it get triggered. And once it is in the greeting topic, if I just go back to the topics, if I just go on the greeting one, as you can see, the node which it has executed is the hello, how can I help you today? So once the topic is get triggered, then there are some action nodes which get performed once it is get triggered. So this message is the next node which has given us this message uh, in the which is the pen which we have a test your agent. So as you can see, that's how it we get the response out of the agent just by calling our trigger phrases, and we do have action nodes within our topics, and these are the custom topics. So we do have a system topic which one of two of them are mostly used. First one is the conversational boosting. So as you can see, boost your conversation with a copilot. Upgrade your boost conversation node to copilot and use AI to create response and summarize document, highlights key points and more. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. I can just press on done. So once the user has input something which is unrelated, uh, not related to the agent, like agent does not have any trigger point within the custom topics. All right, so if I just write how can I claim my expenses. All right, so it has used two of these sites which I have mentioned before. So it is using this public sites for answering this question, which is fine, but we we are not like accessing all the information from the available site. So I'll just turn this off for now and just give it a refresh. So this pen which is available in the right section of this page, in the Copilot Studio. So that's a test your agent, and within here you can test your queries with respect to your agent which you are currently creating. So you can create your agent, test your agent here, and then you can give a publish over here by publish your agent just by clicking publish, which we will see later on. So I will write hi. and I will say how can I claim my expenses. Alright, so it is now getting this information. Use generative AI to determine how best to respond to your user and event. Uh, yep. So that's I believe that's a specific action which it is using. Claim your expenses. Please follow this step. But from where it is getting, I'll just turn it off. For now, let's just turn this orchestration AI turn off. Just refresh this bot and let's write that question again. How can I claim my expenses? All right. So, all right. I believe now it is saying that it does not have any knowledge source. So it is not now using any of the generic AI orchestration, so it is not using generative AI now. Let me just enable it again and let's ask the same question again. How can I claim my expenses? I think I need to refresh my bot again. I'll just write again. How can I claim my expenses? All right, so I believe this is using my topic, which is the boosting one, and from here it is using this allow the AI to use its own general knowledge. So if I just turn this off and give it a save, and if I just refresh this one, and how can I claim my expenses? All right, so it is where let's check that out where it is getting this information from. How can I claim my expenses? And this information is coming from and from the activity section. You can see where like when you are testing your agent, you can see the activity of your agent node by node, query by query, what your agent is performing just by this activity section. And from this here you can like debug your responses from where it is coming from. So right now these responses are coming from knowledge, and knowledge we do have this response was generated by using general knowledge from the LLM. Alright, so let's edit this knowledge. Right now, as I am seeing that we don't have any knowledge source available here. So if I just give it a publish to this bot, alright, so we don't have any user license. So I believe we won't be able to publish this bot. So let's just cancel that out for now. And from this in from these instruction, answer questions related to the company expense policy, include what can and cannot be claimed, required document and reimbursement timelines, and assist user in filling out expense claim form accurately and effectively. So yes, I believe this instruction are the one which are you which from where it is getting this answer from, and with the help of these instruction it is creating this response out of my query. So let's do one thing. I do have one question with me. Let's do ask that. Let's ask this one. Who should I contact about submitting an expense claim? Let's see that. Alright, so that's an AI generated answer, which is fine. Which is fine, but we need to make the responses according to our own need, which is our like responses according to our business need. So for doing that, let's create a topic. Let's create a topic with a, you can create a topic with blank as well. So it would be a blank canvas and you can create a topic with a blank canvas, or you can create a topic with a descript by providing a description with a copilot. So let's create with a copilot, and from here I'm going to name my topic, which will be uh, expense ask about expenses contact. All right, and from instruction I just have my instruction what my topic do. So what it will do when the user asks to contact about expense claim, tell them to send an email to finance @contoso.com. So let's do that. All right, so as you can see, my topic has been created. You can add this topic name as well just by clicking on here. I just corrected my name which I have mistaken. The word contact, I'll just create correct that and just press on save button. It will just update my name and my topic name is updated. And now I'll just ask this bot again regarding who should I contact about submitting expense. So now, as you can see, before it has given me a generic response. Instead giving me a generic response, now it has given me the response from this topic, as this topic is uh, about contacting the person from the expense department. So when we are asking about the expense claim, where should we contact, so it is giving us the response which is from this topic. All right, so we have discussed the Copilot agent. We have discussed about generic responses, which is coming from Copilot, generic knowledge, and we do need to do one thing as well. Right now, we don't have any knowledge with us. So if I just ask, I do have one question more with me. If I just ask, was the expense limit for the hotel stay? It's just a, you can say, very specific query regarding to my own need. So if I just click on enter. Alright, so it has given me a generic response, which is fine, but it has not given me appropriate expense limit for the hotel stay. Alright, so for doing that, I'll just enter a knowledge source. For doing that, I will click on add knowledge, and as I have mentioned that you can add your public site as well, and here are the available other sources you can include for your knowledge as well: SharePoint site, AI search, Dataverse, Dynamic 365, 5, Salesforce, ServiceNow, Azure SQL, and in the advanced you do have Confluence as well, which is a new one, SAP OData, Zendesk, Azure Databricks, Oracle, and Snowflake. So these are the advanced one which you can configure for a knowledge within the Copilot agent. For now, I'll just go on by, I'll just keep it simple. I have a file with me, so I'll just click on upload file, and from here I will go to my downloads, and I do have this expense policy document with me. So I'll just upload this document and I just click on add to agent. It will upload my file as in the knowledge source, and now it will be using this file uh, as a knowledge source for the user queries. So instead of giving generic responses just like it is giving before, it will be giving a specific response which will be coming from this file. So once its status is successful, right now it's in progress. In a meanwhile, we were talking about the topics. We do have created one custom topic, but we were talking about the system created topics two of them are mostly used, which is the conversational boosting one, which is this topic is triggered when the user submit a message which is for which the agent can't identify corresponding the topics, like the user query which is unknown to the agent. So this topic is get triggered, and then it try to attempt the respond to user message by using generative AI. So that's using yeah, so we can test that out as well. And second of all, we do have a fallback. So fallback is also the important one, as when the uh, it basically a fail safe topic that respond when the user query is unknown and appropriate conversational AI respond cannot be generated. So that's a fallback topic for us. It includes logic to enable the user to try again for 3 times, and then it gracefully ends the conversation and often like escalate to the human operator uh, if the user query is not properly answered by agent. So these are the important two one. Rest of the topics are defined by its name. Conversation starts, so that's the starting of the conversation when the bot is started. End of the conversation when we are going to give an goodbye message, so that will end the conversation. Escalate, as I have mentioned, that once the fallback has been triggered for 3 times, has asked user try to attempt answer the user query 3 times. If it fails to do that, then it will escalate to this topic. And we do have multiple topic mesh. If yeah, so this is one of the important system topics. If user query something like, for suppose, for expense limit, and we do have two custom topics which are responding according to expense limit, which are like answering to the expense limit specific. So which of the two topics get triggered? So this multiple mesh topic will provide the topic options from which topic, from which specific topic you want to get answer from. So that's an important one. And then we do have on error. If we do have an error, we do get an error while the user try to get answer from, and bot fails to respond to the query, so it will just give in on error as well. If it try if the fallback is also get failed. And then we do have reset conversation. If I just say reset, so it will reset my conversation as well. Yes, so it will restart my conversation. So it has just reset my conversation. So rest the conversation which I am having with my bot before is not be part of the continuity of this message. And then we do have a sign in. So if when we are try to like publish this bot into the teams or somewhere in the if you would say in the power pages side, so we do need to get user signed in. So that's out of the box feature which is available within the Copilot agent. So it can get signed in with using the authentication. So that's one of the system topics. So let's go back to knowledge. And as we are going to see, that's right now it's also in progress, but I believe that would be done by now. Alright, so let's ask the question. I believe it will be answering from that particular file. Let's try to get answer from there. What's the expense limit for the hotel stay? No, still haven't got the answer from the file. So I believe that's in progress. Let's wait for a while. Alright, in the meanwhile, we also discuss about the rest of the option. We do have the activity which we have already discussed. So we do have activity, the node by node execution will be shown over here. What the user query is and how the bot is responding according to that query. So that's one of the thing. Let's test one thing out, which I'm still try. I was also looking into that. If I just turn off this one, boosting one, and if I try to get answer from this question, yeah, so it is still answering the question. So it is not using the boosting one, as the bot is using its own knowledge to get like to help out the user. But if I just ask a generic question, what is the capital capital of Germany? So this query is not regarding the expense policy or something. So if I ask this query, is that's a generic one? So if I ask that, so it has given us the answer, but it shouldn't be. So as you can see, my instruction which I have already given into there, that here, the instruction which avoid, do not process, approve, ensure all answer are clear and concise, and tailored to the need of employee seeking help with expense claim. So I believe we don't have any instruction which is restricting its answers. So let's do that, make an instruction out of it. Uh, don't do not answer any generic queries other than other than expense related expense related expense or expense claim related is related. All right all right, I'll just give it a save. So it has completed the request. If I ask this question again. All right. So it is now working according to the instruction. So I am here to assist with a question related to expense and company expense policy. If you have any question about this, please let me know. So as you can see, we can restrict our bot to answer any specific like generic questions as well. All right, we have covered that thing as well. In the analytics, uh, we do need to publish the bot. We do need to publish the agent. So we can't publish the agent as we don't have any license with us. But if obviously the license is required in order to publish the bot, uh, currently we don't have any, so we can't check the analytics, but it is providing the track perform. It provides the complete track and perform the performance of the bot, and like the number of users which are interacting and how many engagements happened within throughout, like within the month, and so on. The years filtration would be visible, which will be like checking on the monthly basis and yearly basis. And then we do have the user satisfaction responses. The user has given get the responses, and is the users get satisfied from the from the response which he or she get from the bot. So that's the analytics. And then we do have channels. So as we do have channels, we can like check the site. uh, we do have a demo website where we can check the how our agent will be like look into our site if that get published and deployed to demo site. How we can also publish and deploy this bot, agent bot, into our teams and copilot as well. Then we do can also uh, publish and share this into SharePoints and other available channels. Also we can uh, publish this into Facebook, WhatsApp, and some other available channels as well. So we can't do, I believe. All right. So in order to check into demo site, it is asking me to turn off the authentication setting and go. In order to do that, we need to go to settings, security, authentication, and then there will be an option which from which we can do that. Let's go into setting. Into settings, we do have generative AI, which right now it is using, as in response will be dynamic and using available tool and knowledge is appropriate. All right. And then we do have use classic orchestration, limiting response to the content and behavior defined to your agent topics. Let's do that, and I want to test one thing out. Let's do that. If I just cross the setting, and if I just ask that previous question which I was asking before, which was how should I contact about submitting an expense claim. Let's do that. So it is now giving me answer from my topic. But if I ask another question which is regarding the limit, I believe if the file has been yeah, so I believe that's the case. I'm sure. Yes. So that is the thing which I was looking for. So right now, as there is no trigger phrase for that, so it moved to the conversational boosting, and from the conversational boosting it doesn't get any response from this query, so it has gone to another condition, and from here it has reached out to fallback topic, and from fallback topic it has given us this message that I'm sorry, I'm not sure how to help you with that. So in this way, user, if something is not available within the custom topics, it tries to get from the conversational boosting, and if it fails to get the answer from the boosting, it tries to it just go to the fallback one, and from the fallback one it is giving us which is I'm sorry, this is message. If now if I just click give this query again, alright, so it has given me this phrase again. I'll do that again. Now, as you can see, as I was mentioning before, if the tries bot tries to attempt 3 times, once to get the answer from the bot uh, with the help of fallback topic, if it fails to do that, then it will escalate and go to escalate topic, and the message is coming from the escalate topic, and the message is from there. So that is how the sequence works within the agent in the copilot. As I can see, my knowledge is still is in progress. I'm not sure why it is taking so much of time. Let's delete delete this one. All right, let's add that again. All right. In a meanwhile, we just go back to the setting. All right. So we have discussed how the responses, auto responses, is getting generated. It's using this generative AI as it as the dynamic responses will be dynamic and using the available tool and knowledge as appropriate. So it is using that one, and that is how it's getting its answers. And we can let other agent connects to and use this one as well. So if I just turn on this one, we can connect this agent with another agent as well. Right now it is using in the model section, you can see the agent model is using 4.0. We can use the 4.1, but that's in preview. 5 in 5 auto is in experimental, and reasoning is in experimental, so we are not going to use that. We are fine with the 4.0. And we do have uh, responses, format responses. We can make the for responses in points as well. So I'll just write the my answer, my agent should craft it responses in points, in just bullet points, so that will how my responses will be coming from my bot. And one of the most important thing over here, mod modernization. So that's one of the thing that if we are setting our modernization as lower, right now it's high, moderate, and low. Then if we are setting it to high, then there would be a less risk and the number of response, the response will be according to our specific ask. If user has query something regarding expenses, so bot will try to answer just according to that question which is regarding expenses. But if we try to set as moderate or low, then it will try to get answer regarding expenses, but it would be less about expenses but a generic response. So if we want to make our response agent response according to user specific, very specific answer regarding the user query, it needs to be high. And we do have user feedback, then it will collect the user feedback as well. We do are using knowledge as well, and then we do have the file uploads. uh, right now I think it is uh, file processing capability, file uploads in this. So I believe this is the reason why it is not getting uploaded. Let me just give it a save. And then we do have tenant graph grounding with a semantic search as well. It basically improves the performance for 365 Copilot, which if we have deployed the bot within the 365 Copilot. So yes, we have like enabled this one. And over here in agent details, we do have our agent name. We can change the logo of an agent as well. In security, we do have authentication, and right now it is using authentication with the Microsoft. So it is using like Entra ID authentication, which is getting used with the Teams. And it manual authentication can also be done. So in order to do that, you can create your application within Azure, within app registration, and using those credential within app registration, you can provide your application ID, which is a client ID, and then you can provide your tenant ID is already there. You can provide your uh, SSO, which is the token exchange URL, so that can be used. And with using the application ID which is provided with from the app registration Azure, you can configure the manual authentication as well. And it also required to give a sign in, otherwise it won't be working properly. right right now I'm not using any authentication, so I'll just give it a no authentication and give it a save. All right, so let's go back. Alright, I am happy to do that. Alright, I cannot publish the bot obviously. And if I just click on demo site, alright, I can see the demo site right now, but let's go to agent knowledge, and it is still in progress. Let me just delete again and try to upload it again. All right. So in a meanwhile, we'll just check the remaining of the option within our setting. So we have discussed the security. We do have a connection setting as well. Right now, we do not have any permission associated with this agent. So that's perfectly fine. We are, let's check into authoring canvas. So right now, the minimum number of nodes which can be made within a topic as one's first one is the trigger point, and then we do have capability to create 10 different nodes within our topic. So right now it's 30, so we can increase or decrease according to our need. So that's a minimum number of nodes can be added. All right, so we do have entities. So these are the like option which is out of the box. We do have age, boolean, city. These are the out of the box entity, and we can use these entity within our copilot, and we can also create a custom new entity as well. We do have, if we do have any specific uh, requirement regarding expense type. All right, so if we do have two or three expense types, we can create a type field, type entity, and we can get the can describe within here, and we can use that type entity, expense type entity, within our agent. And then we do have skills. We can extend our agent the conversation capability by automating the series of action within the topic. So we can add our skill within specific topic as well once the skill is added over here. And here you need to manifest the URL, uh, and once you add the skill here, then you can use that skill within your agent as well. And rest of the options, the voice, language, we do have language, which is by default it's English. We can also select secondary languages as well. Then we do have understanding. So right now it is using NLP, which is natural language understanding. So we can utilize pre-built Azure NLU as well. Then we have component connection collection. So this collection is basically a set of components which can be used within the agent, in our agent. So right now you can create your own component, and that can be used in multiple agents. All right. Then we do have in advance we do have insights and metadata. We can view solution where we are add all the component of this agent. So we can do that, and that's pretty much it within the setting. Let's close it up, and in the knowledge, that's pretty much it. But it's totally weird that my knowledge is not able to get processed over here. Let's make a query out of it. If it doesn't work, that's fine, because it simply get uh, it simply get done once the file is uploaded, but somehow it's getting stuck. Alright, so let's make a query, which was this one. Already it is giving a generic response, but that is fine. Once the file is uploaded, I believe there is some issue within it. So once the file is uploaded, it will be giving us the response as it should be from the file. Uh, let's add one side as in source. Let's add a side expense related allowance Microsoft. Alright, so that's one of the link which is fine. Now I'm going to use this link as in our knowledge, just because this file is not getting uh, get a successful status. So I'll just, in order to make this, alright, so I believe this is the one. It can't go beyond two deep links. So this is one of the limitation which we have just came across with. The site cannot be more than two level deeps. So that's one of the limitation. If you have given a third one, that it will be giving asking you to please remove the third one, just give it up to two deep links. I'll just keep it simple and just give it a add over here, add to the agent, and then I will be just asking regarding this expenses uh, question from the agent. All right, so as you can see, it just uh, gets the status of ready. We can use this one now, and if I just ask regarding uh, internet and phone expense category, Microsoft reimburse up to 30 US dollar equivalent currency per day, either a long distance call or internet access charge. Okay, right. So I'll just ask this one. How much Microsoft uh, provide expense for long distance call and internet exchange access charges. I'll just give it a enter, and all right. So as you can see, the expense information right now is coming from our reference. So this reference is the doc file. All right, that's something uh, good which happened now. So as you can see, it is providing me this information from my expense policy doc now, which is totally fine, which I was trying to get before. So if I just ask this query again from my board, so hopefully it will answer according to my document this time. All right. So this makes sense, and that's perfectly fine. Now we are able to get the query from our document from here, which is saying the hotel stay is $150, and this response is according to our document which we have provided, and that's the one per night 150 accommodation. So that is how you can create your uh, bot first agent. You can customize your topic. We have discussed a lot of tabs within the uh, within our agent view, and we have given the knowledge as well, and we have asked the query and it has provided us with the information within the document. Now one thing left, we need to publish the bot. As I don't have any license to do that, you can publish your own bot, but one thing which is left, in order to set, let's check this site once we publish into demo site, so how it will look like. So if I just copy this site, share, save, so my channel is saved, and say we are done. Alright, so I'll just give it a close. Over here I'll just paste my demo site link. Alright, so as you can see, it has giving me obviously it has given me the published version not found, so that's perfectly fine. As you can see, once the bot is published, so it would be given as your first message, which will be this one, the greeting one, coming from the conversation start. So that would be visible on this preview, and here you can communicate, like ask your bot to regarding your expenses, and then the bot will be answering your query with respect to your knowledge which you have provided over here. So we have covered a lot of things today. So that's pretty much it for creating your first Copilot agent. So if you find this video helpful, just give it a likes, thumbs up, and comment in the section below. And don't forget to subscribe the channel. And I will see you in the next one.